The Theatre of Epidaurus. The Theatre of Epidaurus was built in the 4th century by Polyketosis the Younger. The theatre was a part of the plain of Argoldia and the sanctuary of Asclepius. The sanctuary was also a healing center, which had temples, baths, athletic arenas, as well as the theatre. The auditorium seats roughly 13,000 people. The first half was built in the 4th century. The second half was built in the 2nd century. During the building in the 2nd century, it was divided into 2 parts, one for the citizens and one for the priests and other officials. The theatre was destroyed in 395 AD when the Goths invaded. Then Theodosius II closed the sanctuary in 426 AD, banning all pagan activities. The theatre remained closed after some significant earthquake damage, and then in 1881 the Greek Archaeological Society excavated the theatre. The stage building, the Skene, was gone, but the auditorium still stood. Then, in 1907, repairs were made to the retaining wall and the west aisle, restoring it to what it is today, for the most part. Plays started being held again in 1938 and have continued on through the 50s as well as today. In 1954, the Athens Epidaurus Festival was launched, and they still hold it every summer. The Festival of Dionysus. The Festival of Dionysus was held in honor of the Greek god Dionysus, who is the god of chaos, wine, winemaking, grape cultivation, theater, and fertility. He is the son of Zeus and a mortal woman. The entire town would show up for the festival. Even women and children were allowed to attend. The festival held competitions for 3 different types of plays: tragedy, comedy, and satyr plays, which we know today as satire. The earliest surviving play to date is a tragedy written by Aeschylus in 472 BC. Violence in Greek theater. The characters in Greek tragedies were obsessed with the idea of revenge and justice. Those usually tend to involve killing someone. However, the Greeks believed that seeing the violence of someone being killed on stage, even though they knew it wasn't real, did a lot of damage to your soul. To avoid doing damage to their souls, the Greeks hid the violence in the Skene. The chorus would come back out, not that they ever really went away, but they would block the doorway to the Skene so you couldn't see what was happening. They would sing, or rather chant to you what was going on. For example, when Clytemnestra kills Agamemnon in the play Agamemnon, the chorus tells the audience how she kills him. When the killing is done, the victim is rolled out on the ekkyklema, a platform with wheels, so the audience can see the body. They would have used animal blood in place of real blood to show how violent the act was. The chorus and the actor. The chorus was a group of men, always men. Women have to wait, but okay. A group of men who tell the stories in the play to the audience. They traditionally wore long robes, heels, and masks. The heels would have been made of cork and had been what we would now consider to be platform shoes. They would have been at least 5 inches tall, more if they were portraying a god, which would come after Thespis steps out of the chorus. The masks they wore not only helped to tell the audience who was who, but also helped the actor to project his voice so that everyone could hear him. And then Thespis, one of the chorus members, stepped out and became the first actor. When he stepped out of the chorus, he created an individual role, and from there that spiraled. 1 role became 2, became 3, and so on. His stepping out started what we call acting today. He is also the reason that people in theater are called thespians.